I don't know about you, but this movie just makes me want to go walk on a wire between a couple tall trees. The Walk. This movie stars Jason Gordon Levitt as Philippe Petit, the Frenchman who walked on a wire between the two towers of the World Trade Center. It also stars Ben Kingsley as his mentor. This movie kind of goes into detail with his life a little bit, kind of explaining why he's interested in walking on these heights on just a little rope or wire. It shows his mentor, Ben Kingsley, kind of explaining the process of how to rig these things up and how not to fall to your death, because that would kind of suck. And the movie shows how he got together this band of kind of misfits in a way, just random people all interested in helping him reach his goal. Because he does a tightrope walk between a few different places in this movie, but his ultimate dream, his ultimate goal in life is to do that World Trade Center. He saw it in a magazine at one point or something when they were being built, and he just knew that's what he had to do. And if nothing else, this movie is very successful at making you feel like you just want to pursue your dreams, no matter how crazy or silly they sound, no matter what anyone says. You want something, you got to do. You just got to do it. You got to go for it. You don't care what anybody says. If anyone helps you, that's awesome. There's going to be people that think you're crazy, but ultimately, you just got to do what makes you happy. You got to do what, just drives you. You got to find that thing within you that says, go for it, and you got to do it. The acting in this movie is very good. You believe everybody, even with Jason Gordon Levitt's accent as a Frenchman. He pulls it off pretty well. He also has makeup on, but I can't quite tell where they put it, but you can tell his face is a little bit different, kind of like they did in the movie Looper. He's got some different colored contacts in there. Just something about his face you can tell is a little bit different. As far as his team of people that kind of help him out and his girlfriend and all that sort of stuff, they don't really have a whole lot of screen time, so it's kind of hard to tell if they're good actors or not. He has one good friend who's kind of stuck with him through everything and helping him out, and he used to be a photographer, and that guy you kind of like. Another awesome aspect to this movie, I highly suggest seeing this in IMAX 3D. A lot of movies out there, they're IMAX and they're 3D just to get some extra money, and it really doesn't benefit the movie. But this movie, when he's doing that scene walking across those two buildings, dude, you gotta see that in IMAX 3D. It almost makes you kind of anxious a little bit. I've heard some people even got queasy. That didn't happen to me, but you definitely kind of feel like, oh shit, that's fucking high, man. The only downfall to this movie for me is that some parts in the movie were kind of slow. Everything leading up to the actual act of what he does, I thought was kind of dragging. Once it gets to the towers though, and he's really involved with getting the thing set up and everything from that point forward, I was very on the edge of my seat and interested to watch and see what happens. But everything leading up to that, I was kind of just checking my watch, saying, come on, let's get along. I don't care about all this stuff. I want to see him get to that point. And since that's what the whole movie kind of focuses around, the whole anticipation of it does build up good, but it was just kind of slow for me. So what are you going to do with this movie? Consider it girlfriend material. You gotta treat this thing with some respect. Alright guys, so if you don't understand my rating system quite yet, I do have a video on my channel explaining my rating system. I highly suggest you check that out. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. I do movie reviews every week. I'm kinda new. Or if there's just any movies in particular you really want me to review, please let me know. Also, if you've seen this movie, what did you think? I would love to hear what you have to say about it. Please check out my other reviews if you can handle it. Go.